Welcome back to Legalese 123, where we are covering cases across America. Hello and welcome back to Legalese 123. I'm your host, Missy K. I hope you're doing well today. What are we going to be talking about right now? Well, we've got a lot going on. Corey Richins is happening next week, but we've got a lot of little things going on behind the scenes. I promised that I would keep you updated in the New Mexico versus Meta trial. What's going on there? This is huge. New Mexico is suing Meta for the content that they are spewing out to our youngsters. I'm going to add this to the stage and we're going to go through and talk about what is going on, what's being alleged, etc. So, the prosecution alleges that there's been an internal Meta report showing that shared company that they understood that there was dopamine spikes for teen users when something unexpected is seen on their platforms. They argue in their opening statements that Meta makes engagement a top priority despite the testimony under oath by CEO Mark Zuckerberg. On the second day of the trial, they begin with opening statements and testimony from Catherine Salazar, who was a Wilson Middle School assistant principal. Then they had Arturo Behar. He was a former Facebook employee. He said he worked for the integrity and care team for Facebook. He explained that his role on the integrity team was to focus on building technology to combat scams and other harmful content, including reporting features. He was involved in numerous aspects of safety within Facebook during his time working there. He had previously worked at Yahoo after graduating abroad from his home in New Mexico, and he worked at IBM at the age of 15. He said that much of the senior Facebook executives, including Zuckerberg, interviewed him before he accepted his job offer. He worked there from 2009 to 2015. He understood what the platform responded to and reported its content. He said that he was proud working there for 6 years in Facebook, and 2 instances of pride he took was their efforts in protecting vulnerable users and suicide prevention. He left due to working the 80 plus hours and dealing with family situation. So he left Meta in 2015. In the purchase of Instagram by Meta, Behar said the acquisition was made because that's what the youth audience was using at the time. He learned that some female users sent inappropriate and unsolicited pictures. This led him to rejoining the well-being team for Instagram. He explained that Meta changed how it reported harm happening to its users after its first tenure in 2015. He saw that it at Instagram was the prioritized work to combat TikTok's short videos Reels feature. They use several methods to get users back on the platform, including email and text messages. Their income was directly correlated to the impact in users' platform and use of specific features. He explained how the platform prioritizes users' interests, even if it involves an adult band wanting to see young girls, for example. TikTok and Snapchat were seen as serious competitors to the Meta platform. He's explained that false reports can be made due to limited reporting features, which don't fit every criteria for harmful content. He said he emailed Mr. Zuckerberg in 2021 regarding user report data being skewed after reports were not being acted on due to limited categories. He said that Meta platforms have shown to distribute harmful photos of underage users more often than others. Those can include bikini pictures opposed to fully clothed pictures. There were a vast number of reports being made on Meta platforms showing it hasn't addressed the threat to predators. Question Meta's partnership with the National Center for Exploited and Missing Children. He said that the details of how vast majority of users do not see changes to setting features such as screen time tracking or quiet mode. He believes Meta has a role to create effective ways to protect teen users on its platform. Also, parental guidance. He said 1 in 3 people witness bullying on Instagram. 17% of users reported witnessing sexual exploitation requests. Probably can't read this. Let's see. 10% of Meta users were ages 13 to 15 were found to be bullied over the last week when the survey was done. The survey was done in 2019. He said that Meta did not hold up to the standard when it came to protecting teen users when they experienced nudity and or other unwanted sexual content. Users between the ages of 13 and 15 experienced self-harm content more than any other age group. He stated that the data is inconsistent with Meta's statements regarding what teen users are experiencing on their platforms. They were between 13 and 15-year age were found to have experienced unwanted sexual advances. Due to the 270 million children being on these platforms, leading to millions being at risk of harmful material and being exploited. He said that proper action was not taken by Meta due to senior executives not being aware of the extent of the safety concerns for underage users. There is a thread, an email thread between Behar and senior executives in 2021 who surprised Behar by not having a timely response to his safety concerns and recommendation. He sent an email to Mark Zuckerberg after an employee memo was sent out following his congressional testimony. He said that he offered solutions to Meta to help foster a safer community on its platforms. He said that the email shows that he had sought metrics on what Meta deems successful when it comes to teen users' exposure to unwanted content. Said that he never received an email response from Zuckerberg regarding the underage user concerns. So, what does this mean in the long run? Well, this is its first standalone trial from the state prosecutors in a stream of lawsuits against major social media companies, including Meta. They built this case by posing as kids through social media accounts, then documenting the arrival of the solicitations as well as the response by Meta, Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. They say they'll provide evidence and testimony that Meta's algorithm algorithms, and account features enticed and addicted young people to social media, creating a breeding ground for what predators who target children for exploitation. The company says the lawsuits are attempting to place the blame for teen mental health struggles on social media companies in a way to oversimplify matters. Meta says that it is a longstanding commitment to supporting young people, highlighting a steady addition of account settings and tools. So, what does this mean? Well, currently, right now, the trial is still continuing on Mr. Behar, I believe, finished up. He finished his accounting. All right. So, what does this mean in the long run, right? Well, if New Mexico is successful in their suit against them, what do they win? Well, money is money, and money is pretty much all that they can do. They can set forth and say you need to change your policies and your standards, but they can't force them to do anything. The only way that they can be forced to do anything is to create laws, right? Do laws come from these suits? Definitely. I mean, look how many laws there have been from tragedies that have happened and new laws are created. Can this be the path moving forward for these platforms? Not only Meta, but you've got Snapchat, you've got TikTok, etc. What's being pushed out to children, etc. So that's why this case is very, very important, and it's good to watch and see kind of what the outcome is, and then kind of what Meta's response is to each one of these things that are coming out. What is their standard operating procedures when it comes to being accused of soliciting children for expletive content, right? Explosive content, right? So make sure to like and follow if you want to hear more about the New Mexico case against Meta, and I will keep you updated if there's sort of like any bombshells or anything exciting that's happening. Right now, it's just putting this in and putting that in, and we're going to get pretty much the same thing. But it is good evidence. So we'll see what happens. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching Legalese 123. If you like what you saw, please like and subscribe for more content.